Hello and welcome back to another video. And in today's video, I'm gonna draw a little squirrel. Little magic squirrel. Why? I don't know. My sister said to, and I had nothing else better to do. So we're gonna draw a squirrel. Never drawn one, no idea how. And yeah, we're gonna try to find out. Gonna start with a shape. Just get some general shapes in here. Well, he's looking more like a devil, but you know, that's fine. Little devilish squirrel. Dabbles in the dark arts. I don't know what I'm saying. The squirrel is going to be a magician. So I'm going to give him a top hat. But yeah. These body parts are not lining up correctly, but you know, this is fine. We can line everything up better once we get it closer. I have no idea what I'm doing. I was like trying to put his arms up like he's like ready to fight, because I do have a reference of a couple squirrels up here, and some of them are kind of doing that. And I forgot my eraser again, my god. I'm pretty sure I just never remember my eraser. I should just throw it on the ground, so I'll just always keep it down here. He doesn't have a tail, but that's fine. We'll add his tail in last. I also plan on giving him a cape to go along with his top hat, and he's going to have a little magic stick. But you know, whatever. We can deal with all that stuff once we actually get to it. Because at the moment, we're not there yet. At the moment, we're still at the point of adding details to him. How does a squirrel's feet look weird? I've never seen a squirrel's foot that close. I've seen plenty of squirrels pretty close. I mean, I live where there's a lot of squirrels, so. I got a crazy story about squirrels, actually. One time, I was just skateboarding around my neighborhood with my sister, and we were just kind of skateboarding around, and then we saw some squirrels like fighting in a tree, and we just paused there to watch them fight, because, you know, what else are you gonna do? You see squirrels fight, you can watch them. But we saw the squirrels fight, we were watching them, they were fighting in a tree, and then one of the squirrels just pushed the other squirrel out of the tree, and it fell right onto the concrete of someone's driveway and just laid there and didn't move. We thought it was dead. It did move eventually, but it was fucking limping and shit. And we're pretty sure that was the mother of some other squirrels, because there was also 2 baby squirrels we saw also get chucked out of the tree. One of them was already on the ground when we got there, and then we saw another one get chucked out after the mother squirrel got chucked out. So yeah, we saw a squirrel commit a murder. Multiple murders. Except for none of the squirrels actually died, but they were all moving like they were gonna die, like they had injuries. Or they were at least injured in the moment, so I can assume that the squirrels probably died. It would be safe to say that at least one of them did. I have no idea how I should draw these limbs, because I don't know what a squirrel looks like in this perspective. I should have picked an easier pose to draw this squirrel in. Why did I choose to draw a squirrel like this? I couldn't tell ya. It looks funny and you can't tell me it doesn't. That's probably why. God, how am I supposed to draw these fingers and make them look not ridiculous? Alright. This arm, I'm gonna have to redo this arm completely. That arm it's passable, okay? We'll obviously redraw it when we have the tiny linies, but it's passable enough for now. And with the tiny linies, we actually got a new set of tiny linies for today. It's not my set, and that set is for my father. My mother bought them, but wants me to try them out for him. Because, well, he's new to it, or he doesn't entirely know if they would be working good or not. Neither do I, but I know more than him, so. Alright. There we go. Here's our little squirrel man. Oh, we gotta give him a stick. A stick of magic. He's gonna be holding it in the middle apparently because, well, I drew the stick down there. Maybe I should put it in his other hand. I think I'm gonna put it in his other hand. Make him right-handed, not left-handed. Alright. And why is he a magician squirrel, you may ask, and not a witch squirrel like I usually draw things as? Because my sister told me to make him a magician squirrel. And then when I told her I was gonna make him a witch, she complained and said no. And then she told me to make him a whale girlfriend that is a witch. Yeah, I don't know what goes on in her head, but I will also be creating the whale. Not in this video, but I will be making it. Probably tomorrow. And the witch, or the whale one's gonna be a witch. And I told my sister I was gonna put a cape on him, and she said the witch also has to have a cape, so expect a cape on the whale too. The idea of the sword worm was also came from her, so if she just keeps giving me ideas, I won't have to come up with anything to draw. That'll be easy. That's like the part that takes the most out of like making these videos, just coming up with some random thing to draw every day. That's not gonna take me hours and hours. That's what takes the longest. I hate just scrolling through Pinterest. I will forever stand by Pinterest being a horrible app, and it is terrible. There's, as far as I know, there's absolutely no better alternative, but it is a horrible app, and I will never recommend anybody ever use it. Just got a strong hatred for fucking Pinterest, goddamn. It's horrible. Alright. Bam. Now we gotta give him some eyes, you know, on his head. Oh, he looks pissed. Oh, he's fucking pissed. He's pissed at you. What'd you do to make him so mad? Why'd you make him so mad? You say something mean about his girlfriend or something? You trying to say something mean about his girlfriend just because she's a whale? Come on, don't be an asshole. Oh yeah, he's looking pissed. She never said I couldn't make him pissed. So, he's a pissed boy. He's mad. This is great. This is great. I want to make him a little less pissed. And now he just looks mischievous. I'm like trying to make him like perspective, like they're on the side of his head, but I can't do it. Alright, we gotta add his tail. And yes, we're just gonna stick with everything we have for him. I don't think he looks that bad. He's not amazing, but he's not bad, so we can stick with what we have. Alright. This would be where his crotch would be. I don't know if we're gonna add a line there, but like that's where his leg would end. We need to add his tail. His tail starts right there. We gotta add his tail before we add his cape so that we like know where we can put his cape. Alright, go like that. There we go. Ooh, she also never told me what their names are, so I get to name them. His name shall be Nibbles. His name is Nibbles. Why is his name Nibbles? I don't know. He nibbles on things. That looks like a tail, alright. That's definitely not the best tail I've ever drawn in my life, but you know, it's not tailable. Get it? Alright. Let's try to make it curve a little bit more. Do squirrels' tails bunch a bunch? I think they're like big at the end. They're not smaller at the end, like. They're not smaller at the end, like a dog's tail or a cat's tail or something like that. Just the only tails I really have experience drawing. Yeah, that's good enough. Okay, we need to give him a little bit of cape. Because that's what he has. And we're not going to color this one. I don't think anyone would think I would, but I just wanted to state I'm not coloring it. Because I still do have some other things to do today, and that would take quite a while. Alright, to make the cape, we are going to add 2 little bittles right there that have a rope connecting them. We may push those back, but then connected to this rope is the cape. I have absolutely no references for this cape whatsoever, so this is me imagination at work here. Beautiful, and I'm going to add some cape back here. Beautiful. There's our beautiful little man cape. I can't say he's full of whimsy because I don't know if he is one of the whimsical characters. I can't say. But boom, there we go. There's our little magic mouse. He's not a mouse. You know what I mean? Time to add the tiny linies. And alright, that's gonna be a time lapse. Woo. Well, I finished these tiny linies, but I also just realized I never drew his top hat. And that was like the most important part that she was making a point of when explaining it to me. Shit. I gotta draw a top hat. Time lapse, go! Alrighty, I'm done. It's a very shitty top hat, I will say that, but I think it still looks good. I think it's funnier that I put it on his tail. I didn't want to put it on his head because, well, he has the ears, and I would have had to push the ears aside or put the ears under the hat, but I didn't plan for that, so. Yeah, I think it looks pretty decent. Definitely not the best. But yeah, looks good. See you next time.